Hey there, Shawna Karrasch here with another Ask Shawna answer. Okay, this one comes from Kathy, and Kathy says, hey Shawna, when teaching standing quietly with head away and liberty leading, how do you keep the horse from moving when you switch sides to teach both sides of the horse? I'm incorporating two flat hands held up in front of me and stand while they are chewing a big mouthful for keeping their head away. It seems to be working, but what would Shawna do? WWSD, LOL. Okay, Kathy, that one made me laugh, so I started my day off with a chuckle, which I love. And I think that's a great idea because, like with the liberty leading and the head away, I don't really want it to be hand signals. I want it to be a default. If I'm standing, they go, I just stand here patiently for forever, that they just stand there and learn that, they don't get it right away. You got to build up duration and all that. And that sounds fine. But when I do want to switch sides, I have a tendency, if I'm going to walk with liberty leading, I want you to walk. So if my feet move, your feet move. So I tend to do like you're doing. I tend to give a cue that says, no, wait here while I do something. So I have a tendency to do two hands at I tend to go to their side and go, but it doesn't matter. You're doing exactly right. But I do the same thing. I go to their side, I touch their back and I say, stay. And then I back away and I go off and do my thing. So I think you're doing it perfectly. You're making it clear that something different is happening besides liberty leading. So as you think of liberty leading and standing and mimicking what you're doing, you need a way to say, okay, now stop mimicking what I'm doing and stay here. This is now, don't follow my feet, because they would. So you're doing exactly the right thing. And I love that you're working both sides of the horse. I tend to want them to have the default side. So when in doubt, they're going to come over to this side. That's my preference. But you can do whatever you want. I think that's the thing, is you can do it any way you want to. But clarity is really important, and that's what you're bringing to the equation, which is so important. And brings relaxation and minimizes frustration. Lack of clarity tends to create frustration, and it tends to make things muddy, and then they don't know the answer, and they just want to figure it out, and they don't know what you want, and then it can get all murky and weird, and you can get kind of that kind of angry looking horse a little bit. So we want to bring clarity. So that's exactly what you're doing. You say, when I walk, we walk, and you've set them up in this tone that I want them to walk with me, stop with me, wait with me, stand with me, relax with me. And then when I want to switch, to do the other side. So I like that you're switching to the other side too, because we can't forget that. As much as I want the default side to be this side, I don't want them wiggly waggling behind me. So if I want them, if I say nothing, they walk here, unless I say come over here, and then I want them to walk on that side. So I try to make it clear which one to go to. So you're doing a fantastic job. What would Shawna do is just what you're doing. So keep up the great work, Kathy. It is fun to hear from you. Thank you for the question. And keep them coming in. I appreciate being able to help. And I went through some things through the end of the year, but I'm back on track and plan on doing these every morning now. Anyway, so if you, Kathy, have more questions as you're moving along, because I love that you're doing it, and you're making great progress and having great questions. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask. Also, there's a podcast for you or anybody else, which you may be listening to, but for you or anybody else, and it's called Equine Clicker 101. You can find it on Apple, iTunes, all the regular ones, but you can also find it on Horse Radio Network, or you can go to on-target-training.com, which is my website. And you can find not only my podcast link, but you can find the Ask Shawna link for those who don't know, because clearly you do know. Anyway, so that's what I got for now. So keep up the great work, Kathy, and enjoy keeping your horse on target. Okay, till next time. Bye-bye.